Today we are decoding a highly sophisticated form of psychological warfare by counting down the 10 politeness phrases British people use to secretly insult you. To an outside observer, British social interaction looks incredibly courteous, filled with endless apologies and gentle smiles. But do not be fooled by the stiff upper lip diplomatic brigade. In the UK, politeness isn't a sign of warmth. It is a beautifully wrapped weapon. They have spent centuries perfecting a code of passive-aggressive etiquette designed to destroy your self-esteem while leaving you feeling obligated to say thank you. In the UK, the more polite the phrasing, the more devastating the underlying payload. And number 1 is with all due respect. When a Brit drops this into a conversation, they're not preparing to show you deference. It is the linguistic equivalent of pulling the pin on a grenade. What they actually mean is, I think you're an absolute idiot, and the amount of respect currently due to you is exactly 0. If you manage to survive that opening volley, you will inevitably run into number 2, I hear what you say. This is a favorite of the British middle class. It sounds like they are validating your perspective, but in reality, it's a polite shutter being slammed in your face. And the translation is simple. I completely disagree with you. I think your opinion is worthless, and I've already checked out of this conversation. Next at number 3 is, that's an interesting idea. If you propose a plan and receive this response, do not start celebrating your creativity. In the UK, interesting is rarely a compliment. It is a polite synonym for unbelievably stupid. They are gently letting you know that your suggestion is so utterly impractical, it borderlines on comedy. And then we enter the digital corporate gladiator arena, the official email thread at number 4 with as per my previous email. This is the holy grail of professional hostility. Underneath the clinical bureaucratic vocabulary lies a deeply frustrated cry. Can you actually read, you illiterate fool? I've already explained this to you, and yet here we are again. And number 5 is, I was slightly surprised to find. This is a devastatingly understated way for a British manager to point out a colossal fireable error. By downplaying their shock to a mere slight surprise, they are amplifying the sheer gravity of your failure, making you feel twice as guilty. And this polite shifting of blame continues at number 6 with, I'm sure it's my mistake. Make no mistake, they do not think it's their fault at all. This phrase is a masterclass in performative humility. They are 100% certain that you messed up, but they are wrapping the accusation in a velvet glove to make your denial look incredibly rude. Which brings us to number 7, with the greatest respect. This is the turbocharged version of number 1. While all due respect suggests you might deserve a tiny sliver of courtesy, the greatest respect is reserved for moments of absolute intellectual disdain. It means you are dynamically wrong, you have no business speaking on this topic, and I'm about to dismantle your entire existence. At number 8 is, could we perhaps consider? This sounds like a collaborative invitation to brainstorm, but it is actually a direct, non-negotiable command. They've already decided exactly how a task is going to be done. By phrasing it as a gentle question, they are forcing you to agree to their terms while pretending it was a group effort. At number 9 is, that's a very brave decision. If you tell a Brit about your new career move, your fashion choice or risky business venture, and they call it brave, do not take it as a compliment on your courage. They are actively predicting your spectacular failure, translating directly to, you are completely insane. This is going to end in absolute disaster, and I cannot wait to watch. Finally, at number 10 is, I'm sure you did your best. This is the ultimate politeness-coated verbal artillery to end a project. It is the absolute death blow to your confidence. They are telling you that despite pouring your heart, soul, and endless hours into a task, the final result is still an unmitigated disaster. Ultimately, these 10 phrases show that British English is a language where you must never listen to the literal words, because the real meaning is always hiding just beneath this polite surface. And if you like stuff like this, you know where to trigger the button. Until the next round,